Hello, Watem here. Welcome back to small Umineko When Seagulls Cry. Let us continue with whatever this is talking about.
後片付けを頼む。
To Beatrice's.
任せよ。後のことはすべて任せ。眠れ。
The witch who had questioned Bachelor hid herself. The other witch, who had appeared from behind, remained. Certainly was identical. The same witch, a bit different. But her expression was somehow indifferent and ice-cold. Completely removed from one who, despite seeming drunk up until then, had been in high spirits.
おい聞いてるのかテストとやらもう十分だろ
I get the feeling that this battler won't become witch battler then.
合格だろうと不合格だろうとどうでもいいぜお前の横っ面をぶん殴ってやらなきゃ気が済まねえ降りてきやがれさもなきゃここの扉を開けやがれ
The witch did not answer. Her eyes were as ice cold as Battler's shoulders. She was now clearly a different person since the time she'd first appeared on that balcony. Whoops. The witch gazed into my eyes and gave two small shakes of her head. Even without words, I was able to gather that she was expressing some kind of disappointment. Without saying anything, the witch turned on her heels. After that, only Battler remained, the cold rain still beating down on him. Doors open. It seems like maybe it's the study doors. Indeed. The study was in the middle of a lively party. I wonder if it's my volume setting or if it's configs. Okay. I think it's just my headset volume that wasn't quite up. It seemed that Garth was making fun of Vigilia, having tripped her up in some stupid way. They were spitting Leah, and gap at each other. With this as a sideshow, Kinzo and Renove had opened a new bottle.
おお、戻ったか。どうであったか、バトラのテストの結果は。マリアのテストは文句なしに合格点であったぞ。
Mitch Maria. Which Maria?
あやつを小娘とわしは長いこと侮っていたが
However,
これはどうしていやはやなかなか
how did her test go? Seems like Kinzo was dead drunk. Facing Beato, who had returned, he laughed with the same level of tension as the time they'd left for the tests. However, Renove and Vigilia instantly noticed the change in enthusiasm. Garp also froze her expression and went silent.
どうしたベアトリーチェよ我が最愛の魔女よ酒が足りぬか魚が足りぬか土砂降りを浴びながら牛でも丸焼きにしようかおお悪くない
Seems like maybe she's about to kill Kinzo.
ロノウ早速準備をせよベアトリーチェよバトラのテスト結果は後だまずはスペアリブで乾杯といこうではないか
お前が丸焼きになるがよい。
Because she didn't kill Battler is the thing.
何
The witch who had spoken bluntly coldly passed by Kinzo's side as he doubled over laughing in a great mood. Then, behind the witch's back, The old summoner's body suddenly went up in flames. Flames again, They do seem to like burning Kinzo. That is a pretty good visual though. As crimson flames spat out from his eyes, mouth, nose, every hole on his body, Kinzo rolled around. Even though it was a terrible hellfire, it didn't burn anything except Kinzo. Kinzo didn't have a clue what was going on. Unable to understand why Beatrice, who had been in such a good mood, had suddenly turned so cold, he rolled around. Stop, drop and roll. The dancing silhouettes of the witch and the demons created by that massive rolling torch looked like a group of excited spectators around a burning at the stake. However, the eyes of the demons who watched over it were indifferent. When Kinzo finally stopped moving, the fire disappeared, leaving a pitch-black corpse. The inside of the room was commanded by the stillness of the sound of the rain.
どうなさいましたか、お嬢様。
今日が寒い。
That's really managed to put a poor rain on parade.
その邪魔な燃えかすを片付けよ。
Beatrice's expression was unbelievably indifferent. There's niceness that might easily bring the others to the same fate as Kinzo in Naruto.
ええ、私が片付けるわ。
Garp made a jet black pitfall swallow up Kinzo's cinders. Hadn't carried that out quickly, Garp might also have been burned. Could even feel that thirst for blood. No, the thirst for blood probably isn't the best way to describe it. It's like humans don't have any particular emotion when they step on an ant while they're walking. That was how much, unconsciously and mercilessly, Beato was now filled with a brutal emptiness that wouldn't hesitate at burying a passerby.
どうしたのです、ベアト。答えたくない。いや、答えるのももはやめんどくさい。
So currently the only ones alive are Battler and Maria.
どうしたのよ、らしくもなく。
Well, supposedly.
何かあったの？バトラが何か言
You're not supposed to be able to see through someone. Beatrice didn't even answer. Seemed that she even ignored it. There was a change in Garp. Thinking back on last part where Battler was supposed to apologize for something, I'm thinking maybe Maria? Maybe? But then why specifically Battler? I was thinking Maria not liking him rejecting the witch or something, but then why specifically Battler? Or maybe she needed everyone to be there. But yeah, soon we should also be getting the red and blue text buffs. I'm looking forward to that. From her feet, a creaking, cracking sound rose, like thin ice breaking, and in an instant turned Garp into a glass sculpture.
Garp. しばらく消えろ。大変に不機嫌。
Beatrice spoke that, in a truly cold voice, which could freeze the heart just by hearing it. Tense
か
eyes.
しこまりました。それでは私どもはこれでおいとまさせていただきます。何かございましたらいつでもお呼びを。
After bowing, Renove turned into a cloud of gold butterflies and hid himself. Turning Gar, who had come a sculpture, into a cloud of gold butterflies, Vigilia also turned into a cloud, which mixed in with the others and disappeared. The study made untidy by drinking, Beatrice stood still, alone. Since the time she had returned, her expression hadn't changed in the slightest. However, when she saw the fallen empty wine bottles and scattered cheese plates, her brow furrowed, and she looked a bit displeased. And when she whispered, "Disappear," in that instant, the room was cleaned up in a flash, as though nothing had happened. The reception chairs were neatly arranged, and there was no wine or cheese. There were no stains or scattered trash either. On the contrary, even the air had frozen over. And, enough to make one doubt whether a large number of noisy people really had been in this room until a short while ago, the study had returned to silence. In that silent, frigid study, where even the air had frozen, Beatrice stood still. Then she called, muttering.
バトラいるか
Oh, ah?
さっきからいるぜ。
Hey, which world battler?
何なんだ一体お前は。さっきから変だぜ。
変に見えるかそれはすまぬな。
あれだけ上機嫌に酒を酌み交わしていたクソジジイをいきなり焼き捨て。お前の友人の悪魔女もガラスの彫像。悪魔の執事もお師匠も消えろの一言でさっさと出てけだ。お前どんだけ気まぐれでわがままなんだか。
バトラもうやめた。
Oh?
何を。
わらわはもう飽きた。
はあ
I'm confused too.
そりゃまあお前が追っ始めたゲームだぜ。
Battler did say that he'd win by boring you, I think, or something to that effect.
飽きてくれて助かるってもんさ。つまるところ投了ってわけだな。
I get the feeling that won't be the case, though.
投了などではない。
Just gonna force the matter.
ただ終わるだけだ。
Oh?
いや終わりもしない。
Huh?
このままゲームが永遠に放棄されるだけだ。
In chess, I'm pretty sure abandoning the game also refers to surrendering.
そういうのを投了って言うんじゃねえのかよ。いや飽きて放り出すって言葉がお前にはぴったりだな。
その通りだ。
I get the feeling certain someone won't be too happy with you ending the game. They wanted to go on for eternity.
飽きたから放り出す。あとは知らぬ。そのまま放置されて好きに誇りでもかぶればいい。
お前どうしたんだ。なんだかさっきからやりにくいぜ。まださっきのわけのわかんねえテストのことで尾を引いてるのかよ。俺に恨みがあるならはっきり言えばいいじゃねえか。お前は赤で自分とは関係ないなんて言ってみせたが、どうせ言葉遊びだろ。お前の顔に書いてあるぜ。俺を恨んでるってな。
お前に恨みなどないと何度言えばわかるのか。わらわはそなたが罪を残したその当時に 存在しておらぬ。
Aren't she? Perhaps? By not going to the family gathering, he wasn't able to be with my country, able to see him as her brother? Maybe? And her being sick and not at the island gives her the perfect alibi? I read that last one. The Beato spoke with an offended expression. Her face twittered to look even more displeased.
お前に恨みなど。
Pickle. Inconsistent. Moody. Temperamental. Selfish and simple-minded and cruel. But even so, she hadn't shown an expression as strange as this one, even once until now. I'm pretty sure I've seen that face a few times before.
ま、お前がふっかけてきたゲームだ。
Consider it your victory.
俺も決着がつかねえのは残念だが、気が向いたらぜひまた誘ってくれよな。そん時は謹んでご辞退させてもらうけどよ。
Intentionally spoke in a mocking tone, but Beato showed no reaction. Rattler hung his head and clicked his tongue.
何度も何度も10月4日と5日をぐるぐる過ごしたわけだが、ようやくこれでお役御免だな。これで明後日には船が来る。そうさ。そして船着き場には海猫も戻ってくる。俺はようやく六軒島名物のあのニャーニャーいう鳴き声を聞けるわけだ。何しろ島に来た時は天気のせいか全然いなかったからな。海猫の鳴く頃に全ては終わるってわけだ。終わり終わり、おしまいおしまい。せいぜいすら。
何を、そなたは勘違いしておるのか。
何をだって。
何も終わらぬとわらわは言ったぞ。
Is she just gonna pause the game?
これにて全ては放置される。
Someone leaving a video game?
ゲームは忘れられ、盤上の駒はそのままに放置される。進みも戻りも取りも取られもしない。勝ちもなく負けもなく引き分けすらもない。ただ放置されるのだ。
つまりはおしまいってことだろ。
違う。
Rather than going AFK, she just quit the game.
わらわの手番にて永遠にゲームが止まる。
And even if they had turn timers, she's an endless witch. She can just keep increasing her turn timer.
そなたの番は来ない。だから勝ちも負けも引き分けもない。かつてのわらはそなたにそうされるわけにはいかなかった。
Indeed.
そなたに勝つという目的があったからだ。しかしそれに興味を失った。だからこれ以上手番を進める意味がもう何もない。
俺に手番が来ないというのはどういう意味なんだ。
I thought that Beato getting tired of the game meant I'd be released, and that I'd be able to escape Rockenjima. But for some reason, Beato's repeated words about the difference between abandoning the game and settling it caught my attention. Just what is it she's been saying, and why the bad mood? No, it kind of feels I feel like I remember her saying early on, like second episode starts near thing, but like it would be her loss if she ever gave up trying to convince him. At that time, I suddenly heard a voice from behind me. When I turned around, there was someone I thought I might, or might not, remember from somewhere. A mysterious girl with no light in her eyes, standing there. Aren't you?
そ
Oh,
の子が言っているのはこういう意味よ。このゲームが駒をそのままに蓋を閉じられるということ。ゲームは終わらないまま永遠に留め置かれる。
あんたが元の世界へ戻ることのできる唯一の方法はベアトに勝利することだけ。つまりベアトがゲームを放棄しちゃうってことはわかる？
suddenly, in a different place, was a girl wearing a bright pink dress. I had a feeling I'd met her somewhere too, but I couldn't remember. More important was the meaning of her words. If the game's abandoned, then... Huh. Nope, thanks.
そういうことよ。勝負は敵味方が揃わなきゃ決着しないわ。あなたにはもう永遠に勝利してこの世界から抜け出すことができないということよ。
さしずめ、あなたを閉じ込めた檻の鍵を鳩の首輪にでもくくりつけて飛ばしてしまうようなものかしら。冗談じゃないわ、ベアト。そんなつまらないゲームを見に私たちははるばるここまで来たわけじゃないのよ。これでゲームをお開きなんて冗談じゃないわ。
Yeah, and Benkistow only finally got her piece.
ラムダに同じよ。私はバトラーを勝利させ、あなたを敗北させてのたうち回らせるためにやってきたのよ。まだその目的を達していない。こんなところでゲーム放棄されて逃げ出されたんじゃたまらないわ。キョーラを失望させるゲームの幕切れとなったことは認めよう。しかしこの茶会のホストたるわらわは何しろ気まぐれ。
Also seem to remember something about Lambda Delta being able to just crush Beatrice if she was to do something like this.
今日が覚めればもてなす術など知らぬ。もとよりそれがわらわの魔女たるゆえんのはず。何も問題はなかろう。確かにあなたの教義には反しないわ。
私は認めないわよ。ふざけんじゃないわよ。あんたにどんだけ肩入れしたと思ってんのよ。ここまでお膳立てさせてこれではいおしまい。
Oh, well, maybe Lambda Delta continue the game?
ふざけんじゃないわよ。
わらわは飽きたとそう言っている。それ以上も以下もない。
そうはいかないわよ。あんたにはこのゲームを続けてもらうわ。バトラーに勝利したいんでしょ。勝って屈服させたいんでしょ。もう一息じゃない。ねえ。
I'm also only like half sure that this isn't some other kind of play.
そこで俺に振るんじゃねえ。ただ俺にも意見はある。言わせてくれ。
No.
何か。
こいつはお前に売られた喧嘩だ。俺はお前とはっきり白黒をつける覚悟がある。何度か屈服しかけたが、途中で逃げ出して勝負をうやむやにして逃げるつもりだけはさらさらね
Yeah. Honestly, I would see this as Beatrice running away and admitting that she can't win. Therefore, take it as my victory, even if it does not reach its conclusion.
俺がここにいて戦う意志を見せている以上、逃げるんじゃねえ、ベアトリーチェ。
同感だわ。バトラーを巻き込んでおいて勝ちも負けも与えずに立ち去るなんて無責任にも程がある。
Suddenly, even Gretel was there. Everyone was calling Beata irresponsible.
ほう。どうやらわらわが無責任だと罵られる最大の理由は、バトラが対戦相手としてとどまっているからということらしい。ならばバトラ、お前もまたわらわと同様に対戦相手を降りてくれぬか。それでならわらわは批判されることもない。
俺が降りると六軒島を出られるのか。
出られるわけもなかろうが、勝手に誇りを浴びて肩にでも積もらせよ。
ふざけないで。なんて無責任な人なの。あんたはこれだけ大勢の人間を殺した。しかも魔女の力によって何度も何度も。むごたらしい殺し方で。その責任を取らず逃げ出すなんて絶対に許せない。
責任。ほう。わらわはどのようにしてその責任とやらを取ればいいのか。
Please?
決着をつけるまで戦いなさい。
It is what you vowed to do, I'm pretty sure.
バトラは正面の席に座り、あなたに打ち勝つまで決して諦めずに戦う。だからあなたも任されるまで戦いなさい。それが嫌ならバトラーを任せてみせなさい。許さない。全てをうやむやにしてバトラーをこの席に放り出して永遠に閉じ込めて返さないなんて許さない。
グレーテル。
To be perfectly honest, I didn't really understand from didn't understand from what standpoint Gretel was trying to save me. But in her words, I could feel a strong determination to save me from this insane game world, no matter what. So, I responded in kind.
ベアト、こっちを向け。俺はここにいる。お前の正面のライバルの席だ。わかるな。俺がここに座り続ける限り、お前に逃げは許さない。だから逃げるな。戦え。お前が始めた戦いだろうが、これだけ何度も何度も上等を決めやがって、しっちゃかめっちゃかにやってくれたんだ。今さら秋田で終わらせられるかよ。俺はお前の対戦相手だ。俺がここにある限り、逃げるなんて許さねえぞ。聞いてるのか、この無責任魔女め。
I think proclaiming it your victory would be the best result. Best way of getting her to respond.
なんとか言ってみろってんだ。
After I yelled at her, Beata went silent for a while. If my words had reached her, or whether she was thinking about something completely different, I couldn't tell. For a while, she was silent, gazing at me with an expression I could read no emotion from. When she realized that I'd noticed, she averted her gaze. Then she turned her back to me and said this.
バトラが対戦相手をやめてくれぬ以上、このゲームを放棄することは認められぬと、今日らはおっしゃるわけか。ならば問おう。そもそも、そこにいる男に、わらわの対戦相手たる資格があるのかどうか。
資格？
当然。さっきのテストとやらのことだぜ。
You acknowledged him as your opponent and therefore you qualified him.
何をする気？
あんたまさか。
これより、そなたにわらわの対戦相手たる資格があるかどうか、それを問う。よいか、バトラ。
I think I'm gonna end it there for today before we find out what she's up to. I hope you've all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.